Well, well, well. Everything is proceeding as I had foreseen. Temuera Morrison, Boba Fett and Jango Fett actor, looks like he was at an event this past weekend and he spilled some tea about the drama, behind the scenes drama that has to do with the Boba Fett show as well as Mandalorian Season 3. Man, not Disney disrespecting more legacy actors. Not Kathleen Kennedy's Lucasfilm. It can't be true. Shout out Star Wars Theory, man. He put together this video for us to react to. He's the real deal, true fan. He's got millions of subs for a reason. He has spent his own money to create Star Wars content for free. That's his deal with Disney. As long as he doesn't make any money off of it, he can use the characters. So that's how real deal he is. We'll go ahead and check this out. Let's see what Temuera said.
But with Boba Fett, I think it would have been more interesting to have him a little more akin to the Boba that we knew than completely changing 180, much like Luke did, much like Obi-Wan did, and then having to find themselves. It's like this common theme and this formula that Disney likes to interject.
They're obsessed with it.
Already established characters, which I have a problem with.
They hate George.
In the show. For some reason, Din Djarin had to come into the series and take over the spotlight for over 2 episodes for one season. To explain why Grogu was suddenly with Din Djarin in Season 3, which I've made a video on by itself, and I think that was one of the biggest mistakes that Disney has done. Forget the sequel trilogy, this is definitely up there with them. I think what they set
definitely not worse than the movies, but
set up at the end of Season 2,
as I said in my Mandalorian review,
was a beautiful move.
This was devastating.
Hungry, wondering what's going to happen with Grogu now. The fact that they retconned that and changed it probably for some board executive piping in and saying, I think we should put Grogu back in there. It'll probably rise up the analytics. Big mistake in my opinion, and that's only my speculation. While fans thought the series would continue without Grogu for a small amount of time, Disney wanted Din Djarin to find a way to include the bounty hunter and his little green friend.
Nice.
Unfortunately.
Oh, got hit with an ad.
Temuera Morrison never got the call to join the cast for the Mando 3, and he shared his feelings at a recent convention. And this recent convention, for those who want to know, was at the Supernova Comic-Con and Gaming Convention in Melbourne, Australia, where Temuera Morrison was asked if he was supposed to have a cameo appearance in The Mandalorian Season 3. The actor gave an entertaining response on stage, which means that he was probably lighthearted about it, most likely, and claimed that he was supposed to be in it, but his phone never rang. So let's go ahead and read the actual message. Well, that Mando guy stole a few chapters of my book. It was painful watching him turn up with some black new lethal sword, the Darksaber. And the way he turned up in my book of Boba, he just destroyed everybody. I'm sure this guy is ruining my show, but I couldn't say anything.
Damn.
I'm not the writer, so I have to bear it, I guess.
So not only is my man not happy with the producers, but he's straight up salty about other characters. I hate to see it. As someone like myself that works in the history field, there's nothing more important than primary sources. Let's see what else happened.
Then the actor shared that he believed that Disney was dealing with some cutbacks on Star Wars content, which is why certain shows like The Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi might not have a second season in development. I think there is
I can promise you it's not because of cutbacks, it's because the shows were not good.
Too. So it's one of the last few conversations we had in LA. The conversation started like, oh look, we're having a few changes, we're having a few cutbacks. And when you hear that at the other end of the line, it's no good trying to negotiate any more money, that's for sure. But we'll see what happens. Now, something else the other article didn't include, which this one does, which is wegotThiscovered.com. I was supposed to be in The Mandalorian Season 3, but nobody rang me. I was waiting for the phone call in New Zealand, waiting and wanting to give up. So I believe that there must have been some different scripts for The Mandalorian Season 3, as the one that we got was probably the most safe, basic, in my opinion, boring season.
First of all, I'll just say We Got This Covered isn't necessarily the most reliable source ever. But since these are quotes, I'll just go ahead and say a production company leaving actors out to dry, not even letting them know when and when they're not in something, that tells you everything you need to know about the people that control the IP that we all care about. It's pretty depressing.
No.
Alright, looks like that's it from Temuera. Shout out to Star Wars Theory again. The rest of the video is his thoughts, so if you want his thoughts, you can go check out the video. So definitely not as juicy as the headline might say. Those are the ways of YouTube. This is the way. But in general, the major takeaway is the people that own our IP have no idea what they're doing. They don't know how to professionally run a company, and that bleeds into the content itself. It really sucks to see someone, you know, he played Jango Fett all the way going back to, 2002, Attack of the Clones came out, so he's been attached to those two characters for over 20 years, and he can't even get a call back from the company whether or not he's in the show. It's just crazy. Again, I'm looking forward to the future for some reason. Mando Season 4 I still think could be good. There's no doubt this past year was not too much else to say, just another sad look into Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy. You guys have been great with the Mandalorian Season 3 review. If you haven't checked that out yet, go ahead and do so. And definitely like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about these newest quotes from Temuera Morrison in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys there. Peace.